Big good one here, and eventually we will like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Anthony Mackie is criticizing Marvel's diversity problems, even Black Panther, citing Black Panther as an example. Uh, Anthony Mackie, who has been around forever in the MCU, and there's a bunch of fluff in here. Anthony Mackie is about to become a tokenized version of Captain America. He's going to become Black Captain America. He's no longer going to be Falcon, his own hero and all that. He's just going to be a tokenized version of Captain America, because that's how SJW characters are. That's how lazy. They really care about diversity, but they always do these lazy versions of heroes that are pretty much just replacements for long existing heroes. It's just poor substitutes, our minority substitutes, our female substitutes. Anyways, during a sit down with fellow actor David Riggs for Variety Online series Actor on Actor, Mackie strongly criticized Marvel Studios for its lack of diversity behind the cameras. Mackie said that it really bothered me that I've done 7 Marvel movies where every producer, every director, every stunt person, every costume designer, every PA, every single person has been white. Well, I mean, if I was surrounded by nothing but black people, I don't think that would particularly bother me, but I could see his point. They're always spouting that nonsense about diversity matters and all this and that, right? But where are where are all the diverse scenes behind the camera where people don't see? So Mackie went on to illustrate his argument by citing Black Panther and the fact that it largely had a black cast and crew, saying that's more racist than anything else. Because if you only can hire the black people for the black movie, are you saying that they're not good enough when you have a mostly white cast? And this is something I've actually talked about, is the racial segregation of this virtue signal that these big studios and people that talk all this diversity matters stuff, they're always doing this stuff where it's just racial segregation. You've got to have a black director for the black movie, for the movie with a black character lead. You've got to have a black writer for the movie with a black director and the black lead. So I can see what he's talking about here, and I've got to applaud him for calling that out, at least on that part. But generally hearing that Hollywood has a serious problem when it comes to diversity is nothing new. Earlier this week, MCU star Tessa Thompson penned and co-signed an open letter with over 300 other black artists demanding that studios and executives divest from police-centered narratives to open a way for more anti-racist storytelling. As the head of Marvel Studios, executive producer Kevin Feige has clearly made some effort to diversify its cinematic productions. Sometimes, still, Mackie isn't wrong to call on Marvel Studios and other studios to do more, while progress is certainly being made. Ensuring that films are staffed with a diverse group of individuals required a continued effort, not just one-off attempts. Black Panther was not only a huge box office success, but also received great acclaim from critics and fans alike, and hiring majorly black cast and crew was the absolute right thing to do in order to keep the story from becoming whitewashed. Okay, a white person could have wrote and directed this story. It didn't have to be a black person at all, and that's where your negative thinking, that's where your thinking is wrong. So, because diversity matters in opinion and thought. It doesn't matter in skin color. It matters in opinion and thought. That, of course, because all these kinds of people live in a bubble, where an echo chamber, where they only get news from one direction, only listen to people from one direction. They don't open their world up to hear both sides of the argument. They just listen. They just live in an echo chamber, and that's the problem. Diversity matters in thought, not skin color. And because they continue to push that diversity matters in skin color, that's why it's racist, and that's why everything's the way it is right now. I don't know if they have particularly anything else to say about this subject, but let me know your thoughts and opinions on Anthony Mackie criticizing Marvel. And just to point out that this is happening with the voice acting all this stuff. It's this is some of what he's calling out here is being overlooked. Really, it's really being overlooked because they're citing the success of Black Panther and saying that if it wasn't all mostly black, that the story would have been whitewashed. Because if a white person did it, it would have been whitewashed. So if it wasn't a black lead, a black director, so they're pretty much discrediting what he said in this article here, and that's white liberals for you. I don't know who actually wrote this article. For all I know, it's a racist black dude or whatever. Anyways, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this. Like, subscribe, share. If a good one here, eventually we will take that, you bastards at Disney MCU. Stay awesome. Rock on.